Up next on 21st Century Home, the magic of home automation.
Party time.
As you wish. 21st Century Home.
Hello, I'm Craig Miller. If you watch us on a regular basis, you'll know that automation is emerging as a major theme for the 21st century home. But wait till you see this place in Southern California that has taken the technology about as far as it can be at the turn of the century. The style is ranch, but this is no bunkhouse. This place is wired to the rafters with 460 separate functions, all automated. And it turns out the whole thing was engineered in order to save one man's reputation as a prestidigitator. Huh?
I'm a professional magician, and as a professional magician, you know, we're supposed to be able to do anything. And I was having a party one evening, and as it got dark, I got up to turn some lights on around the house. My friends who were over at the party started teasing me. You're a magician, you've got to get up to turn the lights on. What kind of magician are you? And that's all I heard the rest of the night. I went, all right, I'll show them. And as a result, I tried to create the illusion of an invisible magic genie. And that's what became today what's called home automation.
And poof, there it is. It may sound like a lot of hocus pocus, but Gus Searcy conjured that genie without magic. A box about the size of a dictionary controls all of his electronic devices: sprinkler system, swimming pool and jacuzzi, fireplace, lights, room temperature, the whole show. And as we all know that magic is about diversion, Gus insists that every room in the house have at least one thing that whirls, wiggles, clicks, or blinks. Like these indoor wind chimes, no wind required.
The system itself is a standalone home automation system. It's the only one in the world that's a standalone. All the others are a computer and a bunch of parts, and you throw all the parts and some software in the computer.
But software upgrades don't spoil this show because the system isn't using the home computer.
It's called a master voice butler in a box. And you just plug it in the wall, plug it in the phone jack, set it on something, and away you go.
Perhaps the word would be presto. Gus fondly refers to his genie as Angela, and all he has to do is tell her what he wants.
Angela.
Hello.
Party time.
As you wish.
Party mode is now in progress.
And people say it's hard to find good help these days. The party time mode sets in motion a string of events, or macros. The piano plays, the lights come on and then dim for party ambience, and the TV wakes up.
If there's anything in this home that's electronic, it's controlled.
Even a few things that aren't electronic. 460 separate functions are automated, which takes Angela well beyond the realm of conventional home automation. For example, Gus has a weather station on the roof tracking the outdoor temperature, and if it gets cold, it triggers a heat lamp to keep his parrot cozy.
One of the things that makes the system so special is I don't even have to be home to make this happen. I can be in my car, call from my car phone, punch in a code, turn on a light, start the heating or air conditioning if I've been away on vacation, so it'll be cool before I even get to the house. Or if I'm bringing friends home from church or something, I can even punch in a code, have the music and the fireplace waiting for me. When I'm away from home on a trip, I have a pager, and if anything goes wrong, my system will actually page me with whatever code I decide I should receive. Normally, I get 000 twice a day. That means, hi, I'm alive, I'm well, don't worry. I don't want to see 7 sevens. That would mean the 7 C's. That means I have a water leak. That could be bad. I don't want to see 451 as in Fahrenheit. That's a fire. That means the house is on fire. I don't want to get that one either. Or 211 or 911. That means an emergency or there's a break-in. So the system will even let me know what's going on in my own home when I'm not even there.
Perhaps the showstopper here is how relatively little special wiring all this requires. Power line devices using the X10 standard let appliances talk to each other over the standard electrical wiring in the walls. So, if somebody's vacuuming and the doorbell rings, Angela will shut off the vacuum so they can hear the bell.
Hi, kids. Hi, Mama. We're home. We got the mail.
Okay, I hope there's money in it.
Well, that part the genie has yet to master. But what Gus has pulled out of his hat, maybe a glimpse of where home automation is heading for the 21st century home.
In our life, since home automation's been part of our life since the beginning, we have children. Our oldest one is now 11. They don't know any different. They were raised in home automation. To them, it's perfectly normal. Our oldest one, when she was 3 years old, went over to our next-door neighbor. When she came home after her first trip, we asked her, well, how was it? She says, Daddy, why doesn't Paula have a Godfrey in her house? Because that time I called it Godfrey. And she couldn't figure out why they didn't have one. It made no sense to her that there wasn't one there. She went looking around for it and couldn't see it because she expects it. Home automation has come a long way over the last decade, and it will continue to improve as time progresses. This is a very good example, though, of what a model home in the future should be like. I mean, it's got all the correct wiring, everything's automated correctly, everything's integrated together, one system for the whole thing. This is how it's going to be.
Well, at least he named her Angela and not Hal. You remember the cantankerous computer from 2001. All right, speaking of space, both outer and inner, when we come back, we will see how the 21st century suburb will do more with less. Space, that is. So in many ways, the 21st...
You know, there are naysayers who complain that technology has created a push-button world where couch potatoes are just laying around, barely raising a finger to perform even the most mundane of tasks.
They badmouth everything from the TV remote to the clapper. We'll just wait until they get a look at the smart house.
Angela.
Hello.
Curtains, please.
Please repeat.
Curtains, please.
Right away.
Several years ago, magician Gus Searcy traded in his black cape and magic wand and created the butler in a box.
This allows me to control everything in our home under 4 modes of operation. It works by time, touch, situation, and voice. Angela.
Did you call?
Using state-of-the-art voice recognition technology, Gus's invention allows homeowners to control dozens of separate functions. You can do everything from watering the lawn,
Mood lights. On.
setting that special mood, to keeping an eye on the kids. You can even do the dishes long distance.
One of the nice features about our system is something called RTA, Remote Telephone Access. So if you're not where you can talk to the butler, you can use any phone in the house or any phone in the world. Just keep a list of the things you're most likely to use and use the phone to do them.
If you think the butler in a box is just another techie toy designed for gadget geeks, then you need only to visit the home of Brenda Jordan.
I need this product because I am paralyzed from the middle of my chest down, and I don't have complete use of my arms.
At an average cost of around $4,000 per home, the butler in a box may seem pricey, but the independence and freedom it has afforded Brenda cannot be measured in dollars and cents.
Barclay kitchen light. Before I got the butler, I felt as though I needed a babysitter. And I actually did. I had to have someone with me all the time. Barclay.
Yes, master.
TV on.
Right away.
Now that I've got the butler, if I'm in a room, I can control what happens in that room. Off TV. I know that if I'm here alone and I need to reach somebody, all I have to do is say telephone. Whosever name I give will come up, and they can hear me.
Fan of life.
Hi.
Hi, babes. How you doing?
And Brenda's butler in a box also does Windows. 95, that is. She's interfaced her PC with Barclay so she can control her home and can check on her son while she surfs the net.
This icon here is for Chris's room. When he goes to bed at night, leaves his light or his TV on. I can just cut everything off from here. The evening is when I use my computer, and it's when I listen to music, and it's when I have time for myself.
So we were wondering, just where did Brenda come up with the name Barclay?
When I got the box, they told me, well, you need to give him a name. And I'm in love with Charles Barkley. I'm crazy about him. And so Barkley just struck me.
Well, that wraps up this edition of Cyber Life. If you'd like more information on
The smart house.